You said in your address to the UN that the conflict in Ukraine has been a turning point and that unless the world is vigilant, this type of warfare could become, quote, part of the toolkit of international life. What did you mean by that?
The United Nations Charter is very clear on that. The Article 1 is basically outlawing war, outlawing aggression against any other country. What we see now, as it has been stated and decided by the membership of the General Assembly in early March, that one member state has committed an armed aggression against its neighbor. It's a new era. It's a new era because it's a member of the Security Council. It's a new era because it is in the heart of Europe, where everybody thought war could be delegated to the pages of the history books. Now it's back. I hope that very soon we can see the end of hostilities, reach ceasefire. We would like to support the humanitarian efforts, humanitarian access to those who are suffering, alleviate human suffering as soon as possible, and reach peace as soon as possible. This is the only way. War cannot bring stability, war cannot bring development, and war cannot be a predictable future on this planet.
Why do you think there's not been a more vigorous effort to resolve this conflict diplomatically? Instead, what we're seeing are Western nations led by the United States pouring more and more weapons into Ukraine, which is ensuring that this war continues and also that more people will die.
I can speak to a certain extent on behalf of the UN, and I would like here to commend the efforts of the Secretary General and the UN agencies. They are working day and night, and the humanitarian efforts, humanitarian alleviation of suffering produced very good results. Due to the UN efforts jointly with Russia, Ukraine and Turkey, there is a deal now how alleviation of hunger dangers in many other parts of the world could be eased through the export permissions that were reached among those actors through Black Sea from Ukraine and Russia. I think that deal should be fully explored, including the fertilizers, including components of fertilizers, and if we can reach that, the immediate danger of hunger could be lifted. With the fertilizers exports, the chances of the next year food production could also be increased.